I wanted to come on and answer Mika's question because, and it's very confusing for a lot of people to understand the ledgers, how they work, when the rent's due and all that sort of stuff. And I know that we have a lot of people that have commented and said, oh, you should know this stuff, it's easy. Well, some people do, some people don't. Some people have experience with it and some people don't. So let's have a little grace for the people that don't. Let's help them so that they understand. When you get your rent receipt, it will have dates on the rent receipt of when you've paid from, where you're paid to. Okay, so when you get your rent receipt, check that out and see what date you're paid to. So for argument's sake, let's say today's the 1st of October. I've paid a week's rent and I have my rent receipt in front of me. So if I check that out, it will say, for example, paid from the 3rd of October till the 10th of October on the rent receipt. Okay, so I've paid on the 1st, but the rent receipt says from the 3rd to the 10th. What that means is I've paid my rent 2 days before it was due on the 3rd, and it's paid till the 10th. So if I paid another week's rent tomorrow, then the rent receipt would say from the 10th to the 17th. It pushes those days forward ahead of you. Does that make sense? So when you get your rent receipt, check those dates. What you want to have happen is that the paid from date needs to be after the date you've paid. Okay? So if it says, for example, you paid on the 1st and it was paid from the 28th of September, then you've paid 2 days late, 3 days late. Okay, so you want that paid from date to always be after the date that you're paying, and it will tell you when your rent is due again or what date you're paid to. Okay, so let me know in the comments if I've just confused the hell out of you, and if you want me to actually get a rent receipt and show you how it all works, so it makes it a little bit easier to understand, because they are confusing. It's not just you. We get so many messages from people who don't understand the process of how the operating software calculates the rent that you're paying, because it's not just as simple as I paid a week, I've got a week. So let me know if you want me to dive deeper into how this works so they can understand where and how their ledger looks. We can do a lot more work into this if that's the direction you want to go in. But hopefully I've answered the question there. It's tricky, but let me know if you want to go further into this and I will do some more videos on it for you.